Hello and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon, where so far we've completed the park. Yep, we did it. We have done it in October year 2 and at the start of October year 2 with the green arrow in front of our guest count. So apparently there's still more guests coming, but I also see that we do not have a 100 in the park rating. Now, admittedly, the guests here are tough fellows who are difficult to please. We know this. Look, there's already 2 specks of vomit. So, to get like the 999 that we usually have, because, only the highest is good enough. That's gonna require some effort, and it seems to me, this area here is quite, we seem to... Ooh, over here was like, yeah, I don't know. We seem to lose the grip on the tidiness and cleanliness of the park a little bit, It seems to me like there's more vomit in random places. Ooh, this is also really bad. Yeah, I don't know. Not particularly happy with the way things are going. However, the solution is not, I feel, just slam down handy dudes everywhere, because that's like a huge addition to the park expenditure, and I want to spend that money on rides. However, if we don't deal with it, guests will leave. So let's choose our places where we're gonna add the handy dudes wisely, and I feel like this stretch here, we've been looking at it before, and we definitely want an extra handy dude here. So let's try and see if we can get away with like maybe add like 3 handy dudes or something like that, So this should be good, right? That should cover that area. Now then, where else? Yeah, I also feel like this area here is most of the times too dirty. And this is also a bit of a tricky situation, 2 coasters. I feel like this area and as well as this area definitely qualifies because it has such a high coaster density. And for the rest, I think those are more or less, the situation isn't that bad. So let's add 2 more here, and hopefully that will improve the way things currently are. And I've seen this speck of vomit over there on the entrance for quite a while now, so I hope that my trick with adding the handy dude to the to the queue line might fix the dirtiness of it. I don't know, we'll see, but no, that's good hopes. Yeah, and then we'll add another handy dude here. And you know what? I know I said I wanted to not spend too much on the staff, but maybe we can still also get the park staff award. And I'm gonna try and get that. So let's also add like a guard and an entertainer. Now the guards will help with keeping everything clean, so there you go. Now this is gonna rack up our staff expenditure quite drastically. However, our park income has also gone up a little bit. Look, there's 1,000 more income, but the staff wages, this is gonna be also like 2,000. So we still make like more or less the same amount of money. Having said all that, speaking about the money, last time I said I wanted a chairlift. We're gonna get a chairlift. But I also see that we get a shop install, and with the chairlift afterwards, what we should do is get ourselves a coaster. And I know which coaster. It's gonna be the steel one. But after that, we don't have that many coasters left to build. So I feel like what we should do now is at least get back to the roller coaster research and get like 1 or 2 roller coasters, and then get back to the gentle rides, because well, else we'll be out of stuff to build. We have to start building doubles of things. But, it's not really the thing that I want to do, you know. So we'll go with roller coasters and the new shop that we're gonna get. Of course, we're gonna heavily spam it. Now, as for like the chairlift, I think it would be the coolest if this were to follow along like the you know, over here with the boat hire track. Also, boat hire, you are not popular anymore. So you know what we're gonna do? We are gonna lower the price to like $1. Because you make more money if you at least have some gas going on you than if you do not have any gas going on you, right? Right. Okay, yeah, so about the chairlift. If we want to go right next to it, this is the line of tiles where we need to be on to get right next to the thing. And, you know, it's not like we really need this to... I kind of want the chairlift to be over here on this line for the station. So we need to make like a zigzag, but that's doable. So let's just start building and see how it goes, right? So we determined this to be the line of tiles where the thing needs to be. And then move it back just a little. Something like this. We don't really want too long station lengths. So look. I don't know how low you can go really, but to me it seems like height 7 is just at the bottom. Now I also don't really want to go I also don't want to go too quickly up. Now I was thinking here, you know, like I want the path because we're gonna expand, but then again, you know, we're gonna expand on the terrain here. So the path is gonna come off here, you know. So it doesn't really matter. Okay. Stop jumping around, you camera. No, but it doesn't really matter if we do some things over here, you know. Because it's gonna be tracks over here mostly anyway. So having said that, let us see what we can do here. Let's do it one more earlier. So we leave ourselves some room to maneuver a certain path around, should we so desire. Also, height 15. So if I were to do this, we don't really even need it to be that well, not high. Oh, we're only one off. So look, and then basically I wish I could just turn this around. I believe with the station it is possible to turn it around. However, if we do that, we then need an exit. Which I kind of didn't think about, if I'm honest. There isn't like a T-junction or anything, so because we only have it like a single ride, we kind of need to get back over here, which I didn't really think through. Okay. Well, that being the case though, this is where the station will be in the future. And then we'll just go around. And what we'll do is we will go up a little bit like this, and then just get this back to you know, to the station like over here. I mean, all we need to do later on is just remove these bits, right? It's not like we're making stuff impossible for the future for us. And also, no, I don't really need to go this high. But look, how cool would this be, right? I mean, I think you all know what's gonna happen here. And then something like this. And then this. And I believe I'm just one off with the height. Would we be able to do the drop down in height over here? Yeah, we are actually. Alright, nice. That makes it even easier. So now we can get back to the station's height. And done. Look, nice. Right. I am not really the way I had planned it, and we're gonna remove this bit later on, but for now it's okay. And I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna keep it simple and do like an exit here and an entrance here. And if I'm honest, I cannot recall the last time we built a chairlift. So I'm totally unfamiliar with it, but the way I see this is like capacity of like absolutely 0. Wait, I can just set the speed? What now? How is that even a thing? You know, why is this optional? Of course, this needs to be cranked to the max. So right now, let's see. We will charge $5 just to, I mean, I don't even know if this is any good. You know, probably not. Well, that's just me guessing, you know. I believe that because of the way that we have built the pathing structure here, this actually will connect it. Nice, and it does. Ooh, we get the head stall. Oh, that's very nice. We are so going to install that, or I mean, build that everywhere. Definitely, do I want to see hats on the heads of our guests everywhere. That is a thing, you know, that is gonna happen. Right. Now, what I also see is that currently we are making money by the boatload. So I feel like what we should do is get a coaster that's gonna, you know, be built over here in this general area. And I want the station to be underground. Now we have the... Yeah, we have like the cycle monorail, which, by the way, what are the ratings? The Soul Void. It's actually not bad. I mean, look, 306 is not that shabby, you know. I'm not saying it's great, but it's definitely not bad, you know. I've seen worse, so... Now, but what I do want is I want to lure our guests to this area. So I want to build like a really nice steel roller coaster with like the station also in the underground and do all its stuff like over here, you know, like basically like this corner here is just going to be all the way for the steel coaster. And then we'll build stuff over here too, you know, don't worry. We'll get to that, but for now that's what we need, what we want. Now, who has this area? That's the one handy dude who has this whole area. But seeing how this is a gen zone, right? I feel alright adding even more to his area, you know? So yeah. This is good in theory. We can... Wait, start and end with stations? No. I don't want... Wait... I built this wrong? Are you saying that... Come on. Really? That's the way of it? I mean, you've got to be kidding me. No way this is... Can I cheese this in like some way? I don't want station to station mode. Come on, game. I mean, what is this? I mean, I obviously, you know, this is very easy to cheese. But then we would also need to hook this up again over here on this side. We could do that. Fine, game. If this is the way you want to play it, huh? If this is the way you want to play this, I mean, come and play then, huh? And then... Okay, so can you be... Oh, really? You've got to be kidding me. Really? So what this means is like... Basically this needs to be gone. And now this is just to test it. Yeah, now we can open it. You know, in a way, actually, coming to think about it, this kind of makes sense. You know why? Because else, why would you have like a second line here if you can only go one direction? You'd only need the right line. Or if you drive on the wrong side of the road, you know, the left side of the line. okay, you know, I get it. It makes some sense, but we'll close this and we will adjust a little bit for some added station length here. But to be really fair, I think it's lame, you know, that you have to do the station thingy. I mean, sure, I understand it, but at the same time, you know, I still think it's lame. Just because I didn't know. How could I have known? Look, look at how cheesy this is. I love it. So let's quickly connect this stuff up then. You know, we don't want to waste too much time here fiddling about with some settings of a ride that I was so familiar with, you know, that I forgot. I mean, I blame it on me not having built enough of these chairlifts, basically. Is that fair? You know, can I do that, please? Right, and then like this. All right, nice. Okay, so now that we have this here, we can open this up. Yes. Why don't we call, and later on we'll have to remove all of this once we remove the station over here. So right now this is the lamest ride ever, because all it gets you is like from over here all the way to over here, and it's not like the scenery over here is that spectacular. It's just a lame ride. Yeah, why don't we call this? You know, we're gonna call this Chair Z. You know, instead of like Daisy. You know, like the movie with the zombie and the horror and the terror. This is gonna be Chair Z. You know, like piling up against the wall to overcome it. What shall we color this? Chairlift calls cars alternative. What now? I mean, there's nobody in the queue, so I feel like it's safe to change these. Huh. Is it just me, or do these look covered, and do these look like open? I don't know what the difference is, but seeing how it's raining, I feel like going with the traditional one. And then again, this is a creepy park, we're gonna go with the cheapo one. So what do we want for coloring here? No. Just no. We could go with this and then have like these kind of supports, or perhaps black supports. I don't know. I'm not that much a fan of it. Doesn't look good. These look okay-ish. Not really. How does this look? I like this. It's not that great though. Yeah, these aren't really that great for coloring. So we'll go with this, you know, Chair Z. Bit of a too long queue, but fine, you know, it is what it is. And yeah, let's see how it does. Now, as for what I just said a moment ago, let's get the head stalls out, and then let's all start building the coaster, right? Because in the end, you know, I mean, it's all nice having like rides. What we really need is coasters. That's what we truly need. Oh, and by the way, you, purple. Now, I don't feel like spamming head stalls everywhere. You know, you need to do that with toilets, but not so much with the other stuff. So, let's see. Where else do we have, like, I want something over here. Oh, this is a nice tile here, right next to the tree. We'll have another one here. Yes. And we'll do a light purple, yes. And then let's also get one like right at the entrance, right? I feel like that's also like a pretty solid place for like a head stall. And this is gonna be like the more purplish one. And then maybe like a third one, like in between, like somewhere over here in like this loop of the park. Let's get one like right over here, you know. And this will be like a black one. So you will be black. And then we have most of the hat or the main color themes of the park covered. So good. Now, having placed all those, and of course with the rain, you want the hats. or so I hope. Please do work like that. Also, am I seeing like vomit attacks everywhere over here? Or, no, I'm going crazy. Yeah, I'm starting to imagine things. It's time that I start building coasters. So, as for the station, if we were to build this in parallel to the cycle mono thing, that would be cool. That would be a thing that we could do. We don't need that long a station anyway, because we're only going to do one train, remember? So we could just go over here and probably see that we get back via the underground in one way or another. Yeah, that will be cool. In terms of area that I wanted to occupy, kind of want to build something over here. This, all fair game. You know, don't really need many more rides over here. So let's cover it up with tracks. And yeah, let's start building it. Now, I do know that in terms of money, you know, I'm not blind. I have seen our finances, or better said, the lack thereof, you know. But, oh well, you know, what can you do, right? I mean, obviously, you get a little bit more money, but how long is the train that we can get here? The train, I said. One train with 8 cars. If I were to add one more, yeah, no, that doesn't help anything. So this is what we want. Now we have loads of options for this. Come on. We have loads of options for this coaster, and we are not gonna go with like the fancy ones. I want this to also have like a lift, you know. So, however, with like a lift, we're kind of like cramped for space. We could try and booster it, but I mean, I don't really feel like boostering it straight away. I kind of, you know, part of me, even though we have all the fancy special bits, you know, kind of just want to have a traditional coaster out of this steel one, even though we don't need to. I do want it. However, with the one train, that is going to mean like quite long ride time and queue time. But if we keep the queue concise, we should be able to do something cool. So let us get on with this. Look, guys, look, see what's happening over here? I'm building a traditional type of lift. Oh. Yeah, I heard the critics, you know. Not sure if I like this, to be honest, but I also feel like at some point we should do a little bit of experimenting and see if the theory holds true that for each lift section you need to pay for you know, added ride running costs or whatever. We'll see if that's a valid theory. Let's change the view for now. And let's go just a little bit higher. Let's go to like height 30. And then we can do the crazy stuff, huh? Yeah, then we do the crazy stuff. Oh, and we also run into trouble over there. So, I mean, even though we want to do the crazy stuff, we can't be too crazy. Because we also have other track sections to to take into account. So, and then we will go up like this. And then, oh, never mind. I thought for a moment we could do something cool there, but clearly we cannot. Let me see. We have a real high pace over here. It would be kind of cool if we were able to curve ourselves around here and see if we are able to go below the path here and then get, yeah, let's see if we can pull that off. Well, that would be rather cool. Well, at least we are lined up proper like this. What am I missing here? Like, why isn't it working? Oh, I see. Yeah. All right. However, I kind of do like the idea that we have over here. So instead, can we go above the garbage run like this? Yeah, that's cool. I don't know if we can lower ourselves. Yeah, that we can too. How cool. Now, obviously, for a moment here, I wanted to do like a loop, and now I'm like, yeah, but hold on, hold your horses for a moment there, damage. A loop over here, I'm not sure. Also, we need to let time run a little bit, because I'm looking at our money and I'm like, yeah, about the whole money issue. You know what? If we can fit a loop, which it seems like we can. And I don't know if this will be the right place for a loop. No. My gut feeling says no. Ew. My gut feeling says no, and it's probably right. Maybe we can try and do... What if we were to just go up a little? And would we be able to... I mean, we could obviously go over there. It's not gonna happen to do it in between, though. I mean, in theory, it would make this. I just want to be sure, so we'll do like two straight pieces and then do the loop. That's not even gonna work. What now? Oh no, it needed to be to the left, yeah. I mean, if needed, we can add boosters here. I don't think we need it. I think we'll barely make it. Barely. Maybe not, you know. We'll see. For now, though, this is kind of cool. You know what we can do? We could just... And then do like, to the other side, maybe like a helix small. We should be able to do like a helix up small. Maybe like a helix down small even. Now we will have breakneck speeds for this coaster game. Could you not zigzag the camera around? Currently our speeds are really high. I don't feel like we should go into the underground just yet over here, as it will be way too fast for us. So let us see. We should go straight. Remove this tree here. Now we will have... Come on, game. Yes, thank you. We will have made quite a lot of speed here. So, and it's just the trees that are in the way. And then, is it again the trees that are in the way? Yeah, it is. Nice. Now at least I know what to deal with. So we have like a loop, we have a helix. Pretty much that's about it in terms of like, okay, this is what you can do with the coaster. Wait a second. Wait a second. I think you guys, all of you who know me probably also know what I'm trying to aim for here. It's not that hard, right? It is the way how I'm trying to get to over there, though. I should attempt this in like a different manner, you know that? Here's what we're gonna do. Let us booster ourselves up. No, we shouldn't boost it. We should have plenty of speed to make it all the way over here. Let me see here. What if I were to... Now that works. Nice. This definitely works. And then... What can we do right now over here? And now we hit the Psycho Mono Railway. That's a shame. See, right now from this drop, I'm not sure if we will make it all the way to the top over here, because it's quite high. But I do believe that right now we are in like a good point to, for example, try and hit the underground over here. So, let's see what we can do in that regard. And maybe try and resurface, you know? We should be able to do this. You know what? Let's approach that a little bit more, a little bit different. Let's try this the other way around. This should be doable, though. I don't like the way that's going. I think we should leave out the last curve and just continue straight down. And then try and not hit our own track, maybe. What we could do is this. Now we are in a razor lower the land situation. Nice. I feel like all we need is this. And booyah! We are in the underground. So what are we gonna do over here? We don't really even need to do much in terms of track. Maybe do like a helix down large. And then a helix down small. And then a helix down large, you know? And then, I mean, this probably won't be a super great coaster. But then again, why wouldn't it be, you know? There's plenty of good track design elements. It's just that we also need to get this back to the station. And you know what I really would like to do? I would love for this to resurface somewhere. Like it would be nice if we were able to get this above ground, then get back into the underground. What if we were able to have it shoot out from like... it's gonna be difficult. But what if we were able to have it shoot out and go over here and then return? Maybe... Ooh, look, we also get an award, guys. Do you see this? We are reeling in the rewards. This is good. I approve. Damage approved, reward get. Raise or lower the land. That we shall. No, that we shall not. That's way too ugly to do. No, it cannot happen. Yeah, okay, so hold on a second. Basically, what that's telling me is that we need this to be a little bit more sooner. Like this, and then yeah, that's the way. That's the way. That's how we want it. And then go with the supports. And then go straight. Wait, hold on a second. Straight. Oh, perfect. I like it. Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. And then we basically what I want is to go back into the underground below our own station. I don't think we will be able to pull that off with that type of curve though. So we should do this. Then go down. Lower that. Yeah, nice. And then basically what we're gonna... Oh. Yeah, how am I gonna do this again, huh, you said? Well, kind of just want to do the helix up, but if I'm honest, it's a bit difficult to see, ever so slightly, yeah. I don't know if I can even get there like this. Not entirely sure. Helix up small. And then... Yeah, no, hold on a second. I see the way how this needs to go. It's just that I need to do this over here. So then I have a bit of space to basically move back to the station. And that's exactly what we're doing. And booyah, we are back. Nice. Oh, come on, game. Game, I need my regular view back. Nice. All right. Guys, we just have a very, very nice coaster over here. It's not the greatest in terms of track designs, but looking at our money and our budget, we basically made a do with what we had available. And I think the design is not that bad, you know. Oh, no, only $5. Yes, definitely continuous circus mode. $5. Yeah, it seems to be alright. Let's do some testing, because I'm not sure if it will make the loop. And we've added the buffer tracks here, so it is important to test it, else it will get stuck. Which gives me just enough time to hook up the entrance and exit path for this one. Because in the end, you know, no matter what type of ride it is, you always need to avoid the back end of the toilet. There, that's some tycooning wisdom, if ever you've heard it, right? Then, yes. Is this clever? I think it is. At least clever enough to avoid the. Ooh, nice! Look at the way it goes through that loop, huh? I think we paced that out pretty okay. And that it just makes it over there, you know, and then another steep drop. And then into the underground. Yeah, this seems to go quite alright. Quite like the way that this is going. You know, and because it isn't so bad at all, we're actually going to ramp up the queue size a little. Not that we really need it to be this long, but you know, I mean, it doesn't look that bad, so... Booyah! It is open! Right. Now we do have a little bit of money, and we should definitely continue building rides, but we also need to start setting stuff up. And you know what is the thing? I said, like, you know, with the staff that we just hired, like, we're gonna notice that in our expenses. I already feel like you know, we're getting a lot less money into our pockets than before. So not yet available though, but track length isn't that spectacular. I mean, it's only 1182 meters. Only has one loop. Has like 7 drops, you know, pretty high speed. I don't know. I'm not that convinced about it. But I think you could tell. So now this, not sure. I hope this will cover it, you know. I'm doing a bit of a wide shot here. At the same time, though, what we should definitely do is get like the fixed mechanic out there, which in theory, I believe that if I drop you there, with the path you have, can we just check? Are you trapped over there? Perfect, you are. Nice. Also, it might not be a bad idea to have another fixed mechanic, you know? Just saying. Good. Rollercoaster 1. How shall we name you, huh? How about we call this... maybe we should call this... yeah, the Bane... band. The Bane of Count Vlad. Yes. It sounds spooky, right? Now we just need the colors to match. Let's see. What shall we do here? I do feel like we might want like the... yeah. These track lines, right? And then maybe something like this, perhaps? Okay, that's way too ugly. These do go alright though, but I don't want them. Oh, that looks good. We'll go with gray, and then this will be this dark. And you know what? We're gonna have this also be red. It's a bit spooky, right? A bit darkish. Yeah, I like it. You know, I like it. It's a bit hellish too, you know. But then again, you know, this is all to get you scared. The Bane of Count Vlad. It sounds good. I like it, and I do hope. Oh, you know what I also forgot? Oh, no, this is Chair Z. I thought for a moment this would read Chairlift 1. Also, we haven't checked in the ratings of this. What? You what now? So this is good, apparently, and the ride time is only 1 minute 36. So this is actually good. Well, today I learned, you know, chairlifts are a thing. And we should build them more, along with more rides. But we're gonna do that, and more, next time, when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.